Did I do it? Hi. I'm live. This is very interesting. Okay, we're telling your followers that you started a live video. Woo. Hello. Okay, so, hi. Yay. Hi. Okay, so we're gonna do a little beginner skater tutorial. You made it. Yes. Hello. Welcome. So happy to have you here. Yay. Hi, everyone. I'm just going to be like, hi. Oh, hi. My new friends that I've been on here on Instagram. Okay, so I want to go over some beginner skater stuff. Oh, I miss you too, Zach. Hope you're doing good. You guys, I love my friends, so I'm just going to, if you comment, I'm just going to be like, hi. Okay, so beginner skate stuff. So either you're skating already and you need some more info, or you saw Birds of Prey or some roller skating movie thing and you're like, how the heck do I start roller skating? It's so intimidating. There's so much gear. There's so much roller skates and money and things. So I am going to, hi Corey. Hi Nakia. Wow, this is really live. So I'm going to give you guys a breakdown of what you need for new skates and new gear so we can get you up on your 8 wheels, because if you've roller skated before, if you want to roller skate, it's so freaking fun and freeing, and I just want everybody to be able to roller skate, especially because it's summertime and it's a great time to skate. I am so distracted by your comments because I love you all so much. Okay, so I'm going to be basically working off of, on my laptop here, on Wicked Skatewear. Wicked Skatewear is literally, for me, like the easiest skatewear website ever. Plus, a really awesome chick started it, who I actually went to Alaska with and trained at a roller derby boot camp with. And yeah, so Wicked Skatewear. So I guess we'll just start with skates. So the first skates that I would say you could get is the Rydell R3 black roller skates. These are like $135. You've got everything you need. You've got your wheels, you've got your nylon plates, you've got your boots, and they're super comfy. You don't even have to break them in, and you don't want to have to you don't want to have to get into your skates and then hate skating already because you have to break them in. And let me tell you, they are a bitch to break in. You'll get there one day though. But these R3 black roller skates are so awesome. Let me see if I can show you guys. So they're not like the girliest, prettiest thing in the whole world, but they're, hi Emily, heeled versus flat boots. Oh, that's a really good question. So I don't really like heeled boots. I'm willing to try it again. I like flat ones because I feel like I have a lot more, I feel like I have a lot more freedom when it comes to that. Like I think that higher skate, like Moxie boots, are super beautiful and they're awesome, and I haven't skated in them since I was like a teenager probably, but I felt like when I got the lower heels, which is, I have my skates here, so like the lower ankle here, I feel like I have a lot more freedom, especially when it comes to, hi, hi Urbina. Okay, so I feel like you have a lot more freedom with your ankles, but also you need to take care of your ankles at the same time, I will say that. But you have a lot more freedom to skate and do your thing. But I really do want to try Moxie roller skates because I'm really curious because they're such a huge thing. But I need to save up for those because those are so expensive and I want to have like the right plates, the right this, that, and the other. So I'm waiting on those. And then, yeah, so the Rydell R3 black roller skates are literally so perfect. And girls, when you purchase your roller skates, make sure, blackjack boots, but they're Antics. Okay, oh yeah, Antics are great. I love Antics too. Thanks, Jocelyn, thank you. Yeah, I'm losing my train of thought, you guys. Here we go. Okay, so, okay, so I was gonna say, women, when you buy the roller skates, you want to make sure that you pay attention to the size because they make the sizing for dudes usually. And so it'll say when you check out, and just make sure that you quadruple check, you get like a size lower. I think it's one size lower, but like Wicked Skatewear, literally they tell you everything on this website that you need to know. And it says order one full size down from the US shoe. When it comes to, and nobody's asked me this, but like people say rollerblades versus roller skates. For me, I love roller skates because, again, like, I like having freedom when I'm on my wheels. I feel like when you can, let me get my skates out, when you can lean on one side or the other. So when I say by like lean, so like say you're skating along a road here and you just kind of like lean to one side or the other. It's like the freedom in your ankle, and then it's also the freedom to be able to choose like your inside wheels, your outside wheels, and I just feel like you can do a lot more artsier things with roller skates. That's just me. If you like rollerblades, that's awesome too. I haven't done rollerblades, again, since I was a kid, so I'm not quite sure, but I remember falling in love with these very, very young. Okay. So that's roller skates. So these are 3 black roller skates that are $135. These have a YouTube channel, which I just love sharing stuff. I know. I thought about a YouTube channel, but that would require editing, and then I already edit for the podcast, so it's a lot. Sponsored by White Claw. Okay, also I want to talk about the actual plates, so like the anatomy of a roller skate, if you will. So this is your boot. I have Rydell boots. And then I have, these are plates. I have the Revenge plates, which are my babies, and I saved up for these motherfuckers because they're like, I don't know how much they are anymore, but they're light as a feather and they're freaking rad, dude. And then, did my contact just pop out of my eye? Cool. And then we have the toe stops, and then we have the wheels. Can you guys hear these wheels? Let me know if you can, you're welcome, Corey, I like editing our podcast. Oh, they don't make Revenge anymore! No! Okay, I could literally never break these. Oh, damn. Maybe they upgraded then to something else. Ooh, good to know. Okay, so yeah, boots, plates, trucks. Let me tell you guys. I know I'm so mad, Emily. So these are the trucks here, and then something about a kingpin. I don't really know what goes on here. It's a lot, and I just kind of left it to the experts on that one. A smooth rolling bearing wheel is is heavenly. Can you guys hear this? This is not very smooth at all. Can you hear that? It's like gravel. So inside of your wheels are these things called bearings. Reactor Neo. Okay, cool. There's these things called bearings, which basically they're like 8 little balls. Skate ASMR, right? Oh my gosh. Actually, that's not a bad idea. There's a lot of noises you can make with skates. I'm just doing this for an hour. But the faces. Okay, so you've got these bearings here, and I'll have another tutorial. I love the Reactor Neo plate too. Yeah. I've heard so many awesome, great things about the Reactor Neo plates. Dang, I can't believe Revenge doesn't have these anymore. Okay, so we have the bearings here, and there's like, I think 8 little balls within this, and these bearings are also on skateboards. So you can literally find roller skate bearings at skate shops. You just have to ask for them. And they come in a pack of 16, and you need 2 bearings per wheel. So you need 2 bearings per wheel. Hi, welcome everyone. Hi, Nikia's friends. Hi. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So there's 2 bearings per wheel, and you have to clean out your bearings. That's kind of where that sound comes from. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It just sounds like gravel. Essentially, you should be able to do this and not hear anything. So I really need to clean out my bearings, and if you guys are down, I'll get you guys all set up with like bearing stuff and what you need to get, and then I'll be like, all right, next week we're gonna clean bearings, and we'll just do it together if you guys are down. And it's really easy, and when you do, you're like, thank God I took the time to do this. I probably do it like once a year. When I played roller derby, I think I did it like once every 3 or 4 months. We would just have bearing cleaning parties. Because you have to. Like, it slows you down if you have too much gunk in your bearings. It's really annoying. So, let's see here. I guess we'll just go with this here. So your laces, please, dear Lord Almighty above, do not get laces from a shoe store. Please. Let me say it again. Do not get laces from a shoe store unless they're waxed laces, which I have never seen waxed laces at a shoe store before. Hi, Mom! My mom's here. My mom actually got me these skates because I was really young and could not afford these. Okay, so, story. So these are my first skates, right? I got them, I think they were like $99 when I got them like 10 years ago or something. And I literally wore them until my toe was poking out. And I still skated on them because they weren't quite done yet. And so then my mom was like, let's get you some new skates. And I was like, okay. So to this argument, yes, start here. Tell all your friends, start with these. These are easy. They come with the toe stop and the wheels. It's awesome. However, there will be a time where, hi Mike, how are you? There will be a time where you need to buy other skates, and we'll get into that later. It gets a little more complicated from there because seriously, every skate is very different for each skater, and it depends. What's a retro style ankle supporting well-performing skate you would recommend? Ankle supporting, I think that, okay. Like an actual skate boot? Is that what you mean? A retro style? Well, Moxie. Moxie would be super retro style ankle supporting. They're so pretty. Like, I have nothing against Moxie. I've just never had them before. And when I did those artistic skates, I didn't like them, but I was very young and it was way before roller derby. Tico! Hello! Yes, okay. So, yeah, I would say like ankle supporting would definitely be Moxie. These are not ankle supporting. These are ankle risky. Not supporting, unsupporting, very unsupporting. And so I would recommend you get like an ankle, so like an ankle, if you want to get these and you still want to have ankle support, get ankle braces that kind of go under these. I have done that before, however, they're like super bulky, and for me, again, I just like to be able to have that freedom, so that's just my preference. So yeah, my mom got me these, and they used to be white, and I've just worn the crap out of them. I can't tell you where I got these. I think they were sponsored. These are the Pulse 78A. So when I say 78A, okay, so I actually want to look up wheels. So wheels, let's talk about wheels. Wheels are super important. There are indoor wheels, there are outdoor wheels, and there are hybrid wheels. I do not recommend hybrid wheels because I think that you need a set for indoor and outdoor. However, if you're just starting, just get those Rydell R3s. Those are perfect. That's honestly, that's all you need to start with. But like indoor wheels, so the higher the hardness is what you want for indoor wheels. So indoor wheels, these are outdoor. These are super gummy. They kind of look like translucent a little bit. Indoor wheels they have grooves. Sometimes outdoor wheels have grooves, but indoor wheels, they have like grooves so that you're able to stop really quickly. And then also indoor wheels are harder because you're able to push and go faster because it's just on a hardwood floor. So outdoor wheels though, let me say for the indoor wheels, I highly recommend the Radar Presto wheels. Those are amazing and they last forever. And yes, you can eventually your wheels will kind of shave down and be kind of bald because you're using them so much, but you can get them regrooved. However, I would recommend just buying new wheels if you're going to get them regrooved, because every time you regroove them, like you're removing the material on the actual wheel themselves, so you're just like does that make sense? You're just kind of like decreasing the thickness here, which is what you want and is really important. Make sure that when you're buying wheels, you need 8 wheels. A pack usually comes in 4, so make sure you buy 2 of those. And I will say that indoor wheels last a really long time. Moving on to outdoor wheels. I would not suggest that you use your indoor wheels for outdoor wheels, because if you do that, so outdoor, think about it, you're skating, you're on gravel, you're on pavement, you're in parking lot, so you're going to run into rocks and bumps and grooves and stuff, and that's why the outdoor wheel is gummier, to absorb that shock. And indoor wheels, they will chip off. If you take indoor wheels outdoor, they will chip off, they'll get really bumpy, the groove will just be all messed up. So I would suggest taking those off and then getting outdoor wheels. Honestly, I haven't come across an outdoor wheel that I don't love. You just need to get really gummy ones. I made that mistake when I first started skating. Did you skate, did you take your indoor wheels outdoor? Because that's a start. It's like you don't think, you're like, oh wait, yeah, I'm going outside. Like there's like gravel and like gook and grime and shit in here, and it will be so much lovelier when they are clean. So if you guys are down, we can do a skate bearing cleaning party here live, if that works for you guys. Also, talking about laces, go back to laces. So laces, you definitely need waxed laces. I think that the minimum skate laces, and I wrote that down, yeah, they're 84 inches long, and you can get any color you want on Wicked Skatewear website. $5, okay, $5. Get you 2 pair, girl. Actually, I think they may come with 2 per, so 2 per is $5. Great. For mine, because, okay, here's the thing. This is what you don't realize. When you skate a lot, especially if you skate in derby, things happen where you fall and you're, you know, upside down, or you bump against something, or just like, anyway, these wear down a lot, and nothing's worse than being mid-skate wherever you are and your lace breaking. What ends up happening is you have to like Frankenstein them together and tie them, and then hope that they tie correctly. So waxed 84 inch and up laces, highly recommend. Also, these are called, this is a toe dip. I got a toe dip because my toes like to come out from, like to wear, this part of my skate wore down quicker than any other part of my skate. So like I would have the skates before these were given to me by a referee, and there's a photographer took a picture of just my skates, and they look awful. They were like shredded, and I had my toe was fucking sticking out of the top because I forgot to replace my toe cap that day, so nobody could see that my toes were poking out. And then I think my mom was like, I'm gonna get you some new skates, girl. You look like you need some new skates. But anyway, so there are toe caps, and they're about $20. 1 per skate, because you have 2 feet, 2 skates. And if you have 1 foot, that's okay too. But these are toe dipped, and I think it was like $150, but I literally, like, I hooked this up. I was like, I want the best plate, the best wheels, the best, like, toe dips, everything. They literally, like, dip it, and, like, I don't know how many seasons this has gone through, but this is probably the worst that it is. And you save money on toe caps if you get a toe dip. But I wouldn't suggest that until you really start to upgrade your skates, and then you're gonna buy skates that you love. Like, that's just what I suggest. Toe stops. All right, so as a new recruit skater, new recruit meaning like the new skaters that come in, it was my favorite things to do. If you're a new recruit on here and I trained you, hi, I still love you. That was so much fun. It was a great time in my life. So these are toe stops. These are gum balls. They're $20. I literally don't recommend any other toe stops except for gumball toe stops. So the Rido R3s, they come with like this triangle toe stop, and it's kind of super. Don't drag them toe stops. Thank you. I was just gonna get, yes, thank you, Emily. Do not drag your toe stops. Oh my gosh, guess what, guys? Even though stop is in the word toe stop, do not use them to stop unless you know how to properly do that. And to properly do that, hi. And to properly do that, you have to learn how to turn around and stop this way. And I'll definitely do a tutorial on that, how to properly stop on your toe stops. But that'll be literally like episode 20 or something, because I want you guys to just get comfortable on freaking skating. I once knew I still know her, B-Train. Everybody knows B-Train. She would make her new recruit skaters take off her toe stops. Take off their toe stops, so they literally couldn't rely on them. Do not drag your foot to stop, please. You know what happens is, okay, then you don't skate no more. We don't want that, right? So, toe stops. The toe stops that come with the Rido R3s or any sort of like starter skates, they have really shitty toe stops. They're really shitty, but they do, for the moment, they just kind of hang out there, don't use them. But like I said, I don't suggest any other toe stop other than Gumball toe stops. Gumball toe stops are king. Not sponsored by Gumball here, but holy moly guacamole, they are the best. And let me just show you guys. So like these toe stops are smaller than, my left ones are smaller than my right ones. It's because I usually stop, like I turn around and then I stop like this. So I definitely need to get new toe stops, and when you get those, I'll buy some new ones and then I'll put them on here and show you guys how I put on toe stops. And then another thing that I have with the skates is this skate cover that I put on. I'll tie it underneath, and I put these on. It also protects my laces, but this just comes with it. So like this is the Velcro, and it just kind of Velcros on like that. So, and then another thing that I have, if you're a starter skater, I've always had insoles. Always. I always get just the Dr. Scholl's drugstore insoles. These are super freaking beat up, but I could not, I hate skating without the insoles, so definitely get those. Just Dr. Scholl's insoles, super easy. Alright, so we've covered basically everything for the, am I missing anything? Anybody that's listening, did I miss anything for the anatomy of the skate itself? Because I'm going to move on to gear. Does anybody have any questions while we're here? And I'm going to take a sip of White Claw. Woo! Okay, cool. Hi to everybody that just joined. Alright, so we're gonna move on to gear. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I'm sorry. Back up. This is your skate tool. You can get how to lace comfortably. Bushels. Oh yeah. So bushels, they're like these, right? No, these aren't. You guys, I know some stuff like this part of the skate is just so foreign to me, because you have to get it just right, and you really want to have somebody that knows what they're doing tighten these. So like these are Rydell skates, and these guys are also freaking awesome. Bomb.com. They will answer any of your questions. Bushings, yep, that. They will answer any of your questions. They're so cool. I know all of them there. Oh my gosh, you guys. All my skater friends. I love it. Okay, and wow, Tess lost her train of thought. And then, skate tool. Yeah. So, skate tool. Oh, how to lace comfortably. That's what Emily asked. So, how to lace comfortably. You don't want to kill your feet. Don't kill your feet. If you stand up and you feel just like it's just wrapped around your foot so tight, you don't want that, because what's going to happen is you're going to lose feeling in your feet, and that's never a good thing. So you definitely want to, especially wax laces, that's also why I love them, because they sit, like, however you tie them, they sit exactly how they're supposed to be. You'll certainly learn the difference between when you're sitting down putting on a skate and when you're standing up putting on a skate, because when you put weight on your skates, everything just gets a little like tighter in there, so you'll learn that. But take the time, like when you get these new skates, take the time to get to know your skates. Take the time to feel around. What does it feel like when you stand up on your toe stops? Does it feel uncomfortable? Just just stand up on them and like lean from side to side. Like, what does it feel like distributing my weight and stuff like that? So get to know your skate. These are your babies. I know these babies like the back of my hand. It's gonna be really hard for me if my toe ever pops out of the front here. You'll be like, dang it, I gotta buy new skates, and I'll be really, really sad. So I hope that answers your question. Emily, I know you know the answer, but that was a really good question. Alright, so, skate tool. Skate tool here, this one is the Powerdyne Y4, I believe, and there's a Y3, I think. I don't know the difference. I know this is like the highest one you can get, but the cool thing about this is that you just want, what you want when you first start, you want to make sure that you can take off the nut in your wheel. So this one is a half inch. A half inch takes off the nut in your wheel, and you could release it or tighten it or whatever. Also, wow, I didn't realize there was so much to talk about when it comes to just the skate itself. This is why we need more tutorials. Okay, I'm so glad you guys are here. So, to loosen it, you turn lefty loosey, righty tighty. When you're putting on a skate or you're putting on a new wheel, if you tie it all the way, you will quickly find out you will not be able to skate forward because it'll be tight. For me, this one doesn't have it, but usually Okay, maybe I'm lying. But what I used to do, I would make sure they would like click just a little bit. For me, I don't like them too tight. Maybe they're too tight right now, but they kind of click. You can hear like, for me, that's right when I feel good for me. You don't want to be too tight and you don't want them to be too loose because they come off. And then another part of this is, and like I said, please, like, don't mess with this part. Like, if you don't know what you're doing, do not mess with this part. If you looked online in tutorials and you feel very comfortable about it, totally fine. But if you don't feel comfortable about it, just don't even mess with this. This could be loosen, tighten. I'm seriously not messing with that right now. And I don't know what the third one is, because you actually need an Allen wrench to undo your toe stops. So. And these are usually really, really cheap. There's I looked on Wicked, there's a Moxie 1/2 inch one for just the nut that you can literally put on your keychain, $5. Super easy. Again, you guys, Wicked. And if you have any questions about your gear, just email those chicks. They're so cool at Wicked. They want to help you. They want you to skate right. Okay. So we're gonna move on to gear, unless anybody's any other questions. And I'm happy to, like, if somebody else jumps in and has questions about something, I'm happy to repeat or whatever. All right, White Claw. Okay, so protective gear. Super important. Do not buy skates and not buy protective gear. It's not okay. It's never okay. I will never promote not having protective gear. If you have to buy it in a certain order, usually they come in like a pack. So if you're first starting out, you can go to a skate shop, buy like just the whatever kind of pads. That's totally fine. Totally fine for the starting, right? I just want to make sure, because when you're first starting, you don't know how to fall properly, and I'll certainly do tutorials on that as well, but you don't know how to fall properly, so you're going to fall on your hands, you're going to fall maybe on your elbows. If you have the right knee pads, you're going to want to fall on your knees. And I don't know if you guys have seen some of the videos that I do where I fall on my knees, but and I'll show you how to do it properly. But anyway, these are the Pro Derby 187 killer pads. They are literally clouds on your knees. Yeah, they're like, my knee goes here. My knee is like here, and there's this much padding here, and you definitely need that. You need that. Okay, yeah, all right. Anyway, so these are all beat up here. Totally fine. This is, don't try to keep them pretty. Also, if you fall, don't feel bad. I still eat shit all the time. When my new recruit girls would fall, I would clap because I wanted them to know, like, it's okay. You're supposed to fall. You have wheels underneath your feet. You're going to fall because of gravity. Okay, so for protective gear, I love 187. They're freaking cool. Those guys, honestly, anybody that sells roller derby stuff in the roller derby world, especially pads and gear and helmets, they want you to succeed, so don't feel scared to ask them questions, because they love getting questions, because literally roller derby and roller skating is their life. I would suggest, if you're going to get a roller derby pad, roller skating pads or gear or anything, go through a roller derby site. 187 is great. They also work with hockey, I think. I mean, obviously not for pads. I'm not 1,000% sure on that. I think Swan works with hockey, or roller skates, because they just, that's their life, is life on wheels, honestly. So for protective gear, if you want to invest in a pad first, I would suggest your knees. I would suggest you get head to toe gear, to be honest. But I also have the 187 elbows, and then I have the 187 wrist guards, and these guys probably get the most action. Well, other than my knee pads, but they get a lot of action. I have to replace these more than anything. I really need to replace these. Actually, I need to replace this elbow one. I've had it since roller derby days, and I just tape it on. If anyone on here is from the East Coast area, I recommend 808 skates. Oh, 808 skates or 808 gear? I've never heard of 808. Is 808 like the Hawaii guys? Is that their area code? I'm not familiar with that. Please expand. All right. Okay, wow, we got through that really quick. Also, 888 is really awesome, and they kind of have cheapo pads to get started with. And then, okay, so helmets. Helmets here. I have the S1 helmet. This is the 1 or 2 hit wonder. If you fall on this, 888. That's what I thought. Okay, 888. Did I say 888? No, 187. Oh, you mean like the 808 888? Okay, I understand. So, the S1 helmets, they're amazing. S1, when I was in Derby, they committed like everything into making the perfect helmet, because when a Derby girl falls on her head, and it doesn't happen a lot, if she knows how to fall properly, but when you do, it's like a shock, and like you fall backwards. Anyways, they're amazing. S1 is probably my favorite helmet. Do not get a bike helmet, please. 181 brought to you by, hey, Kate. Cool. Hi, Kate. Okay, so do not get a bicycle helmet. Do not. Those are like, nah, no bueno. Especially if you're roller skating. Because I don't know if you've ever roller skated and then you lose your I don't know, gravity takes over and you fall on your head. It really, really sucks. Really sucks. I've never fallen forward, maybe sideways, but always back, usually. Okay, so you don't need to get a helmet at the beginning. The girls that I'm going to skate with in April, or March or April that I talked about, that free skating class we're going to do here in LA, and I'll give you guys more info about that when it gets closer. I did not put on the list helmets, because if you're like, okay, you can get a helmet, but like, it's not at the top of the list, if that makes sense. It's not the first essential thing, especially because like when you're first buying gear, it's really intimidating because everything's just so freaking expensive. Or, I mean, I'm trying to help you out with pricing here, but it can get really intimidating. And so I think that helmet, unless you're, it's up to you. I'm gonna leave that one up to you. I skated with new recruit skaters and I didn't require them to get a helmet at first. I will say that. But you will need it eventually. I don't skate with my helmet anymore. Maybe I should. When I go, you know what, honestly, when I skate, I used to skate to work, which was like 5 miles away. I would definitely wear my helmet, for sure. Because when you're, let's say this, if you're gonna skate outside and you're a new skater, highly suggest you get a helmet. There, how about that? Because cars think that you can stop really quickly. And if you're new, you definitely can't. You can stop like on the ground, and we don't want that. But yeah, also be really careful if you're gonna skate on the roads and you're new, because I would skate home and thank God I could stop on a dime, because if I couldn't, like, it would be very scary. I had to stop skating home because cars just don't give a fuck about you. All right. So we covered helmets, laces, toe caps. Make sure you're wearing thickish socks. I like to wear tall socks. I don't like to wear ankle socks, especially because it rubs like on the side. Especially when you get leather boots. It really does rub, and it's really harder to wear in. What am I trying to say? Okay. I think that's about it. Okay. Awesome. Thicker socks. Oh, and then you might want to, with all this gear, you definitely want to think about getting a skate bag, or like a skate leash. So like they have these leashes, they're $10, and they have like loops on the end, so you can literally just put them over your shoulder, and there's a skate hanging here and a skate hanging there. I don't have that because I have my bag from roller derby days, but it's certainly helpful, especially if you're at the beach, you're just having fun, you're doing like a recreational skate kind of thing. That's totally fine. But like I said before, we will do a skate bearing cleaning course, crash course. You guys are down for that. So, do you guys have any other questions? Thank you so much for hanging out with me. How often do you recommend cleaning gear, especially if you're sweating from derby? Oh yeah, so if anyone wants to skate, I'll be at Moonlight tonight. Yes, she will. Emily, I wish I could be there. I have to go to my sister's sketch show. Yes, I was thinking about you all day, and then she was like, are you going to my show? And I was like, yes, I am. So to answer your question, how often do you recommend cleaning gear? Well, depends. If you want to smell, never. Don't ever. If you want to get fungus on you, don't ever. Just clean them. But I probably wash mine once every 2 weeks. Because your gear gets really fucking smelly. So, like, when I go for, when I skate around, I leave my gear outside because I cannot stand the smell. Especially because it's not, I used to be very used to the smell. Not anymore, can't stand it. So I clean them more often than I used to, probably like once a week or so. But after I skate, I have to just leave my gear outside because it smells so bad. But I hope that answers your question. Especially if you're skating from derby, yeah. Once a week if you don't want to smell, twice a week if you don't really care. Does that make sense? Definitely wash your bearings. Okay, that's it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. This has been so awesome and fun. If you have any suggestions for what else you want to learn when it comes to gear and stuff, I think Off to the Sun will help kill bacteria with the tea tree and water spritz. Yes, that is a great suggestion. We used to just spray our gear after practice and then literally just throw them in our bag and be done. Yeah, so that's a great piece of advice, Emily. Okay. So, let me know if you guys have any suggestions for videos that you want to see. Love you, Nikia. Any suggestion? Oh, love you too, Em. Oh, I hope you're doing good, babe. Oh my gosh, so much love. I love this. If you guys have any suggestions for videos or if you want to send anybody my way, I'm more than happy to answer questions. I want to answer questions. I want everybody to be successful and skate and be awesome and just roll in the sunshine. And, oh, thanks, Mom. And if you guys are in LA and you want to do a free skating class with me, I am going to do that so soon. We are in the process of moving, hence why the camera's facing this way. You don't want to look that way. It is just pure chaos. But I want to do these live videos at least once a week. Next week I might skip unless there's time because we're moving next weekend. But let me know if you guys have any suggestions for videos or send people my way. Let me know. And all right, love you guys. Bye.